All right. Welcome back, everyone. How you guys doing? Hope you guys doing good. Hope you're having a great day, having a great week. Yes, welcome back to the series. It's the 2024 Chess Olympiad held in Budapest. Today we're looking at a game between South African FM, Daniel Barrish, playing against the Brazilian GM, Paulo. Paulo, as you can see, is at 2570. I don't know his peak rating, but I'm not sure if he has reached 2600. But I'll check before the end of the recording, and then yeah. So this is round 4 of the match of the tournament. So let's see what happened in this game. Yeah, as you can see, Barrish is playing white. And then we start with d4, d5, c4, e6, knight c3, a6. This is the so-called Janowski variation. The queen is going to be declined. C takes by Barrish, e takes, bishop f4, kind of transposing into something like the setup of the Jobava London, right? But without this pawn. So yeah, like the setup, yes, like I said, but it's still within the queen is going to be declined. This is still known theory here. So we get knight f6, e3, bishop d6, bishop g5, c6, bishop g3, knight b d7, knight f3, short castle. So far, nothing out of the ordinary here. Rook e8, queen c2, bishop b7, and as you can see here, this setup, we know this setup, right? From the queen is going to be declined, yes. No, but not from this variation. But this is a very known setup here. Just that we took a long route to get here, but this we know. So from here, we play h3, getting ready for knight f8 because they know this is coming. So anticipation there. Also, there's preparing to run away. So just preparing that. So they play knight f8 anyways, bishop f4 again, anticipation of this. And you will see that, so here knight g6, since you already played bishop f4, he plays rook e1, saying, if you take, I'll just have this nice file here. You're gonna play bishop d6, I'm gonna play knight e5. This is a very good knight here. Yeah. So that's the idea. So that's why we see bishop back to f4 there. So after this, we see bishop d6, and then he plays bishop g5 again. So now the idea is like if you play anything, now we're gonna take, right? For example, bishop e6. Right, so here we play e4, pawn takes, knight takes, bishop e7, knight c5, bishop takes, pawn takes, and then h6. So this is the turning point of the game. This is where the GM makes a mistake, as you can see on the board. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pause the video and try to come up with the best move here for Barrish. Yeah. All right. Hope you found it. So after h6, the GM didn't realize that Barrish can play this very nice bishop takes h6. And as you can see, this is a brilliance. Why? Because pawn takes, bishop takes. Now you cannot take because of queen takes g6 check, king h8, queen takes h6 check, and then just the nice rook e5, knight h7, rook takes, queen takes. So, and after this, you will see that Barrish should be up 3 pawns, because this is 3 against 3, knight for knight, rook for rook. So this is definitely GG. This is resigns from here. So that's what the GM didn't realize, that this is losing. So after bishop takes, he plays bishop g5, rook takes, queen takes, queen c3 hitting the knight, and he makes another mistake here. He plays knight e4. This is a miss, because here, as black, you just want to take here. Queen f7, and yeah, after this is very playable. You can get a draw from this, because you have a very nice bishop here. For example, queen takes, king takes, knight e5, king g7, and yeah, there's nothing white is going to do here. This will be a draw. So that's what the GM is supposed to do. But after this, queen c3, played knight e4, and then bishop takes, queen takes, and then rook e1, queen g6, a3, getting away from this takes, and then king h7, repairing this, knight h4, queen g5, g3 protecting, and then rook g8. This is a very basic move. I don't know what was the idea here. So this is a mistake because of just king h2 here, and yeah, there's nothing here for black. So you play rook d8, but after f4, queen g7, queen c2 check, king g8, and then knight f5. This resigns, guys. Queen f8, knight d7 anyways, king g7, queen c3 check, king h7. Yeah, this is, so maybe queen c2 again, king g7, and then g4. Sorry, f5. So yeah, so from here, there's nothing for black here. You can't go after this because we just get f6, king h8, rook e5. It resigns. So I don't know why the GM played rook g8 there, to be honest. It looks like something that I will play 5 years ago, rook g8, but I'm not here for banter. So king h2, and then sorry for this. So after rook g8, we see queen d3 check, king h8, queen g4 check, king h7, king h2 getting out of this takes, bishop e6 hitting the pawn, queen d3 check, king h8. So from here, black is just supposed to play king g7 here. Maybe try to run away to get this side. So, but instead the GM played king h8, and then we see queen d4 again check, king h7, queen d3 check. So here I think he was just trying to see what the GM is playing for here. So from here we see queen c3, king h7, rook e5, now ready to play, queen f6, queen d3 check, king h8, queen e3, rook d8, knight g2, prepping for this, rook d1, knight f4 anyways, bishop d5, and this moves, bro. Here it just takes, c takes, queen e2 hitting the rook, rook d4, king g2. So with king g2, you wanna be able to move your queen so freely. So like something like this. So you don't want to leave this pawn undefended then. a5, queen e3 hitting the rook again, rook d1 going back, rook e8 check, king g7, queen e7 threatening this, and then queen takes b2. This is the last mistake in the game, I think. Yeah, this is the last mistake in the game that the GM made. So here you're forced to take. Yeah. Rook takes. Rook c1 hit the pawn. b4. Yeah, and then b6. C takes. Rook b1 or rook c4. It doesn't matter to get this pawn. And you can try to fight this. Probably Barrish is going to be able to take the win here, but this is the best way to go about it. But instead we see queen takes b2, which is a mistake here. So from here we see queen f8 check, king g6, rook d8, prepping for this, because black has nothing here. You don't have a check, you have nothing. You're playing a waiting game here. So we finally see queen g7, but rook d6, king h7, queen e8, rook d2, and then h4. I remember when I saw this, I saw this h4 idea, I think like 5 moves from here. Actually, when there was still a knight, yeah, so I should have shown you that variation. When there was still a knight, you had this idea of playing h4. So when I was watching the game, I left, and then when I came back, it was at this point. But then when I looked at it, I thought the knight was still on the game. So then I saw this h4. I was like, oh, that's nice, you found it. But then I went into the game, and then the pieces started to move, and I realized it's a different position. But this idea of h4 is still working, yeah. So h4, yes. So from here we get a4. I think this is just wasting a move here to see what Barrish is doing here. Queen e3, rook d4, queen f3, queen f8, queen f5 check, king g8, queen f6, threatening this, rook e4, rook takes d5, rook e6. Like I said, now the GM is losing here. There's nothing you can do here. Queen d4, rook e8, queen takes e4, queen e7, queen d4, rook c8, queen g4, check. So you might say just hang a rook, but so queen g4, king h7, queen f5, king g7, rook d7. Yeah, so from here, this is the last moves here, because Barrish is up 2 pawns now, and this position, this piece is very passive, So here we get queen e8, rook takes b7, queen c6 check, queen f3, queen takes, king takes, rook takes c5, and then rook b3. And it was in this position that the GM resigned, as there's nothing else to be done here. So here, you can play that, or you can play rook b3. Rook b3 is a better way of playing this idea, because you are taking away all the checks. You're not allowing the rook. So, for example, if now they play this, you play e4 anyways, rook a1, you play rook b4, you're going to keep doing the same thing, even bring the king, and then castle, and win pawn mode. Yeah, so this was a very interesting game. Barrish didn't do any mistakes here. The mistakes that the gym did, he saw them, he realized that it's a mistake, and then he punished him for those mistakes. Yeah, there's a very good game from our FM here. All right, so I want to see. Read. Yeah, so they'll show feed.com. Where am I searching actually? What is this? Where was I searching there? I have to search here. You're showing me someone I do not care about. Yes, I'm looking for this guy. Yeah, so he has been a 2600. So his highest is 2612 in 2022. That's very impressive, bro. So a very good win from Barrish. How much is he getting now? Yeah, he's getting 8.2, which will take him to 2289, probably 2290. So if he can win this coming game that he's going to play around 6, yeah, he lost 2 games. So maybe if he wins the upcoming 2 games, he might get into the 2300. So looking forward to that. All right, that's it from me today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.